How do you write? Like, what's your process? Is there a warm-up? Do you write a certain time of day? Does the sun have to be in the fifth passing of the equinox, or do you just do it? Talk me through the process.
Okay. Well, I mean, and stop me if it gets boring, but so if it's about the writing books, I've got a very clear way of doing that. And I'm lucky because I only do one every 10 years. But there's different stages. So for me, and I'm very lucky, Penguin are very nice to me, so the first stage is I just create. So leave me alone. I don't want anyone's input. And I'm very disciplined. I go to my little cabin with a cup of coffee. I do it in the morning and I write. And I write anything. Rhubarb, whatever it is. I just type when I get to a certain amount of words. Usually it's 1,000, which is not very much. But if you set it at 1,000, you overrun that. You keep going. You don't stop when you get to 1,000 if you're in the middle of a train of thought, but you can't not get to 1,000. I get to 40,000 words and then I send it to my editor. And if they say that's rubbish, there's no point, then I stop. They never have done. If they say keep going, I go thank you. No input. No one has seen it. I then do another 40,000. I've now got 80,000 words in a very disciplined way. I then say, right, I'm now ready for input. And then you get into a completely different, in my head, a completely different creative process. One has been creating. And the second is I'm responding to someone commenting on what I've written and them saying, so it's a different, one is I go to my study, it's in the morning, cup of coffee, right away, no distractions, I get it done, very disciplined. And I'll talk about my values in a second. I've got 4 of those things. But the second thing is disciplined, but it's different because I'll go to my study and go, right, the editor made 3 comments for me to respond to. So I'm problem solving. They said, could you write less about your dog, more about your wife, and could you add a chapter here? So it's a different thing. It's directed rather than just pulling it out the backside.